The Department of Health and Human Services is pleased to offer this on-demand training. This video can be accessed anytime, anywhere, and on any device. This video will explain how to use the AV system in the VTC conference rooms. First, we'll look at an overview of the room. Then we'll learn how to begin a presentation, audio conference, web and video conference. We'll also learn how to use the cable TV and Blu-ray features. Finally, we'll cover some basic troubleshooting steps. Let's get started. There are several components that work together to form this AV system. At the front of the room, you will find a single, dual, or triple flat panel displays. These displays can be used to share content from a connected laptop, as well as the cable TV, Blu-ray, and video conferencing sources. Some VTC rooms also have additional center displays which help extend the viewing range for all video sources. The front HD camera will capture a full view of the room during VTC calls. Depending on which room you are in, there may also be another camera in the rear. Located in the cabinet, you will find the Blu-ray player. The ceiling speakers will play all system audio. The room will be equipped with one of 3 microphone types. These include wireless, ceiling, or table microphones. Located in the conference table, you will find between 1 and 3 cable cubbies, which allow you to connect your device to the system. Some rooms also have additional cable connections in the lectern. Finally, the touch panel allows you to control all room features. Please note, this room does not contain any voice-activated technology. Users who need assistance operating the system should request support prior to entering the room. Sharing content with meeting participants is quick and easy. To get started, connect either the VGA or HDMI cable from one of the table cubbies or at the lectern. VGA carries video and audio in 2 separate cables. If using the VGA cable and you need to play sound from your device, remember to connect the audio cable to the audio port in your laptop. HDMI is the preferred cable choice and sends video and audio in one cable. After connecting the appropriate cable to your laptop, access the touch panel. Next, select Presentation Sources from the menu options at the top. In the room with multiple table cubbies, you will then need to select the table input which corresponds to where your laptop is connected. Laptop 1 is the table cubby closest to the front display. Laptop 2 is the cubby in the middle, and Laptop 3 refers to the cubby in the rear. If your device is connected at the podium, select Lectern. For rooms with a single table input, simply select Laptop. Next, choose the display to which you would like to send the selected input, the left or right display, or both. This routing function allows you to duplicate one source on both displays or send separate sources to the right and left displays. Please note that for rooms with center displays, any source that you route to the left front display will be duplicated on the left center display. The same is true for the right front and center displays. If you are in a room with a single flat panel, simply select Display. You are now ready to begin your presentation. When selecting a video source to be viewed on the room displays, the system automatically routes the audio from the selected source to the room speakers. However, this default audio routing can be changed by simply selecting a different source and then pressing Room Audio. For example, if you wanted to view content from a laptop while listening to audio from the cable TV feed, first route the laptop source to the desired displays. Then select the cable TV source and press Room Audio. This will override the laptop audio and send the cable TV audio to the room speakers. This override can be performed for all available sources with audio. Before initiating an audio or video call, you will first need to set up the microphones. Please note that this only applies to rooms with wireless microphones. The microphones are located on a charging base. When removing the mics from the base, remember to slide each microphone out in a forward horizontal motion, as opposed to lifting upwards. After removing a microphone, the indicator light at the base will turn green, signaling that the microphone is unmuted. To mute the microphone, simply press the push button at the base. The indicator light will turn red. It is a good idea to leave the microphones muted when not in use. When finished using the microphones, please return each mic in the correct order per the label in the charging base. Simply align the charging port with the prong on the charger, then slide backward until the indicator light is no longer illuminated. If you are in a room with table microphones, there is no need for mic setup, but these microphones can also be muted and unmuted by simply pressing the top. For rooms with ceiling mics, in order to initiate the mute function, you must first access the touch panel and press Privacy in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. This action will also work as a means to simultaneously mute all wireless and table microphones. Initiating an audio call is quick and easy. To get started, first access the touch panel. If the touch panel is asleep, simply touch the screen to wake it. Next, select Audio Conferencing. You will then see the dialing screen. Use the keypad to enter the phone number or extension you wish to call. Remember to dial a 9 to reach an outside line. Use the backspace button to fix any mistakes while dialing. After entering the dialing information, press Call to begin your conference. Once your call is connected, you can use the volume control under Incoming Phone Volume to adjust the audio level. Press the up arrow to increase the volume or the down arrow to decrease it. To mute the microphones, press the Privacy button. This will mute all in-room microphones, preventing any audio from leaving the room. To unmute the microphones, simply select this button again. When you are finished with your conference, press End to disconnect. To get started with a video call, access the touch panel and select Video Conferencing. You will then see the VTC dialing screen. Use the keypad to enter the IP address of the location you would like to call. If you need to enter alphanumeric dialing information, select Keyboard. After entering the dialing information, select Call to begin your video conference. Once your call is connected, you can use the volume control under Incoming VTC Volume to adjust the audio level. Press the up arrow to increase the volume or the down arrow to decrease it. To mute the microphones, press Privacy. To unmute the microphones, simply select this button again. When you are finished with your conference, press End to disconnect. To add another participant to your video call, select Add Call. Next, enter the contact information and press Call. Once the call is connected, the new party will be automatically added to your video conference. You can add up to 3 separate locations to your video call. To adjust the angles of the camera in your room, press the front or rear camera button. To control the camera of the remote participants, press Far Camera. Next, press the left and right arrow buttons to adjust the pan, or the up and down arrow buttons to adjust the tilt of the camera. You can also zoom out by pressing the minus button, or zoom in with the plus button. To toggle on or off the view of your room, press Self View. To choose from a list of 5 saved camera positions, select preset 1 through 5. If you wish to share media with the remote participants, first, ensure that you have connected the VGA or HDMI cable to your device. Then, select the source you would like to share from the options on the right side of the VTC screen. To start sharing, select Start Sharing, and to stop sharing content with the remote participants, select Stop Sending. Web conferencing apps such as Adobe Connect, Skype for Business and WebEx provide a great means for video collaboration with remote participants. These powerful communication tools can now be brought into the conference room for large groups. To get started, you will first need to connect the VGA or HDMI cable from one of the table inputs to your laptop. This will allow you to see the remote participants of your web conference on the display in the room. Next, connect the USB cable to a USB port on your device. Then access the touch panel and select Web Conference. Then select Input to Laptop. This will allow the web conferencing app to use the room camera for your call. Before this can happen, you must tell the system which camera you wish to use. To do this, select Front or Rear Camera, and then press AV Bridge. Finally, select the corresponding input where your laptop is connected, and then press Left Display, Right Display, or both. Once this process is complete, open the web conferencing app you wish to use. You are now free to continue with your web conference as you would normally from your desk. If the remote participants are unable to see your video, you may need to access the Settings menu for the web conferencing app and ensure the room camera is selected as the default camera. To begin watching cable TV, access the touch panel and select Presentation Sources. Then select Cable TV from the source options at the bottom. Next, select the display to which you would like to send the cable TV source, the left or right display, or both. To access the cable TV controls, press the square icon in the lower left-hand corner of the display button. You can then use the keypad to manually enter a specific channel. The up and down arrow allows you to scroll through the channel options. To close the cable TV controls, press the X in the upper right-hand corner. To begin watching a Blu-ray or DVD disc, you will first need to access the Blu-ray player located in the cabinet. Next, press the Open/Close button on the Blu-ray player to insert your disc. Press this button again to close the disc tray. You will then need to access the touch panel and select Presentation Sources from the menu options at the top. Then select Blu-ray from the source options at the bottom. Next, select the display to which you would like to send the Blu-ray content, the left or right display, or both. To access the Blu-ray controls, press the square icon in the lower left-hand corner of the display button. You can then use the on-screen buttons to control the disc as you would with a normal DVD remote. These options include play, stop, pause, rewind, fast forward, and next scene. Use the directional pad to navigate any disc menus and the center button to make a selection. To close the Blu-ray controls, press the X in the upper right-hand corner. You've connected your device and selected the appropriate buttons on the touch panel, but you don't see an image on the display. Let's do some troubleshooting. First, ensure that the video cable is securely attached to your laptop. Still no image? If not, check the display settings on your laptop. To do this, press the Windows key plus the P key. You will then need to make sure that Duplicate or Projector Only is selected. When you are finished using the room, remember to power down the system. To do this, simply select Power icon in the lower left-hand corner of the touch panel. To continue with system shutdown, select Yes, Power Off. To abort the shutdown, press No, Cancel. Thank you for watching this on-demand training. Have a great meeting.